houses, you're a lot louder. When you're at home, do you have something in the way of the mountains or what?
Yeah, a couple of houses. I've got direct line of sight to Pikey Peak right now, even though I can't see it.
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine it's pretty snowy up there.
Yeah, looking directly west from his porch, where I'm at right now, there's nothing above me.
Huh? It must be the houses that are blocking your signal, because it's stronger there than anywhere.
Yeah, unless I go over there by that gazebo. Remember I was talking to you over there a couple times? I got nothing. I just, a few hundred feet above the city.
You need a Radio Shack over there.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. I'd love to be able to plug in out there. Talking to you in front of the house. The neighbor's house to the me, which is probably 25 feet to me. And then I go a few blocks.
You need to get you a Coleman tent, a little propane heater, and set up shop out there. Put you a 10-foot piece of pipe up with a Yagi on top of it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
You'd have a place to go smoke where it was warm. You get out good.
I found the sweet spot in the front yard with that Yagi though a few nights ago. Yeah, I was talking pretty good that night, all the way out there to Yoder with the Yagi point. Just a few degrees north of Pikes Peak.
That's where mine's pointing. It's just a little bit to the north side of Pikes Peak, like kind of up you pass. And that's the best position. I've tried it in all positions. It's the best one for everybody.
Yeah, that Yagi works pretty good over there. But, the sad part is I got to take it down and bring it in all the time. If it was my place, it'd be a different thing. I'd figure out a way to leave it out there, run it through the screen and all that. It wouldn't have to be out there.
You're almost like living in an apartment. That's the same. Dan has to bring his in, and same way with Jim. Jim's got yelled at a couple times for having antennas on his patio.
Yeah, 10-4, the boarding house. It's basically rent a room with kitchen privileges.
That makes it tough. Yeah, it's even living in town makes it kind of weird, because the more antennas you got sticking out of your place, before you know it, every electrical problem people have, they start blaming it on you.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, listen, fellas, we're going to go back inside. Y'all have fun. There's something wanted to say. So WSFY 767. Cool firmware.
Take it easy, Rich. We'll catch you later. Find that spot in your room again. That was pretty good last night. You were loud and clear inside.
(814-375).
375, I copy. Get up a little closer to the microphone there. Your modulation is a little low. Just talk a little louder into it, and I can copy you better. I got a good signal on you, about 6 S units.
All right, 814. Yeah, I'll get a little bit closer. I'm so used to the CB frequencies where you have the mic about 4 inches away. I didn't realize these mics you got to get like right up on them.
Does that radio have a mic gain at all?
I'm not sure. Roger gave me this radio. It's a little Kenwood radio out of a bus, and it has no signal meter, nothing. It just says channel 11, and it has a light that goes red when I transmit and green when I receive. So it's pretty basic.
Okay, that's a Kenwood. Those are usually pretty loud. What kind of antenna are you using?
It's a mag mount. It's probably only 18 inches tall on top of my truck. I'm going to get one a little bit taller, maybe 32 inches on my... I have a big Chevy truck, so it shouldn't do too bad with a better antenna. But I have to upgrade antenna. Roger gave me this radio and antenna just to try it out. I got my license just so I could talk legally.
Okay, cool. Yeah, a better antenna is going to bump your signal up. What part of town are you in?
I'm in a mobile, and I'm in Falcon Highway, and I'm at the crossroads of Curtis. Falcon and Curtis. I just pulled over just to listen and monitor what's going on, but you got a great signal up here from Fountain.
Wow, that's you're actually making a real good trip from where you are. I know exactly where you are. My ex-wife lives on Curtis. I try to forget, but I can't seem to. Yeah, I know exactly where you are. If you go down Curtis to Garrett, make a right, and at the top of the hill on Garrett there, up on that ridge line, you will totally dominate all of Colorado Springs from that position. It's a great spot.
Yeah, no, Howard might get mad, though, if I'm keying on him. But, yeah, Howard's my neighbor. He lives the block away on that location. I don't want to key on Howard. I'm going to get a base antenna, and I'm going to get that thing up a good 20, 30 feet up in the air. Not as high as Howard, but I'm going to try. I'm finding this is pretty a nice way to communicate, and I do CB, but this is a lot of fun with the low power and the long range.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
You bet. Yeah, it's get you a Yagi up in here. All you need is a 3-element. Point that thing at the mountains, and I'm using a Yagi now, pointing at Pikes Peak, so the signal you're getting is bouncing off of Pikes Peak and going out there.
Yeah, I thought I heard 805 key in too. All right, Tom, always a pleasure. I met you at Roger's get-together. That was an interesting party. Boy, I wish I would have got into GMRS a lot earlier before Andrew pulled up roots. Andrew had his stuff going on there.
Yeah, we're gonna miss Andrew and his repeater. His repeater worked pretty good, but maybe we'll figure something out. Okay, great. Yeah, you get a chance to get on that hill, give me a shout. I'm anxious to see what you'll sound like. You have a good afternoon. WRAT 814.
All right, WRAT 814, WSGL 375. I'll be clearer.
No! By the way, you guys seem to forget that Howard has a repeater open for us to use on channel 18. Just to remind you there, Tom.
And the last time I tried to key it up, it was doing some weird clicking stuff, so I didn't know if it was operational yet.
Oh, well, yeah. He might have been doing something, but that thing's been up for longer than... Yeah, a lot longer than Andrews. But Andrews was working great for you. Of course, it gave me some issues way out here, but I guess because it being in the attic made it weird. But Yeah, and then I might be actually putting up a repeater. I don't know how good it'll be for the city, but yeah. He may retire his and I may choose channel 18. So we'll see. 18. That's he's got one up right now. Yeah, I may be using that. He may take it down, and I was planning on a while ago. I actually have the 2 radios where I could do it right now, but those radios, I need a super fan to keep them cool. But I've already set them up together, and they do work as a repeater. So, and they're 50-watt radios. So, well, they put out 39, but whatever. Yeah, Howard's going to give me some help because he's got experience with his repeater and stuff like that, so we'll see where that goes. I know it'll be harder for some folks, but I don't know, it's another opportunity to help bounce signals around.
Do you have a duplexer, Jay?
Well, with the 2 radios, I don't need a duplexer. I would just be 2 antennas. But the setup should be, if we go that route, that should actually, the bigger setup is actually going to be a real repeater.
Yeah, the 2 antenna thing is real tough to pull off, especially with that much power. I had to separate mine 40 feet apart and one 15 foot higher than the other in order to make it work.
Yep, I've looked into that. And the one you do the transmit on or whatever. But yeah, the footage between, absolutely, yeah. Otherwise they're going to be competing in each other. And yeah, the height, yeah. Yep, I looked into that. That's going to be fun to try to figure out if it's 2. But we'll see where it goes. And, you know, of course, we'll let you all know, of course.
Those measurements were from a 5-watt radio. So, I would guess it'd be a little further for 40 watts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, if I do the 2 radios, it's going to be 2 beams. If I do the other route, it'll be a repeater antenna where it's duplex and all that stuff. So, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. Howard and I are trying to figure out what to do exactly. And because, you know, I got to get a solar system, which I already have majority of it. I just need to get some panels. I have the batteries, I have the controller, I've got the wires, so just need the panels.
Well, the duplexer is the easiest way. It only takes 1 antenna, and you can pick them up for $65. They're pretty inexpensive.
Yep. Yeah, it's not too bad. It really isn't, as far as that goes. And that would be the preferred method, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know, putting that much power out, you're going to pull your hair out trying to get the distance. You're going to get a lot of line loss from running that much coax, you know.
Well, I mean, I run a bit kind of as it is, but not really. I mean, some of it's 50, and some of it, depending on how far it is, the one furthest, well, that's actually CB. The CB is on 100, but that one doesn't really matter as far as much. But yeah, absolutely, I know. That whole loss of, you know, signal on coax at this frequency range is like freaking crazy.
Yeah, once you hit 100 feet, it's easier to just go with heliax or something, hardline.
Well, yes. Do remember, though, that I am on disability and the wife is a teacher, so that probably won't be possible. But, yes, I understand that would be better choice.
I definitely consider the duplexer. And when you order them, you just tell them what frequency you want it tuned to, and you don't have to touch it. You don't have to mess with it after that.
Yep. Yes, sir. I know, it makes it more convenient. Alrighty. Well, we'll see where it goes. It most likely is going to be, and we'll see. Well, I need to get, like I said, I got all the batteries. I've got 12, I think, two, that's 4, yeah, 4, 3, 5. Yeah, I've got 12 batteries right now. So they're like 6 super batteries, I guess, because they're 6-volt interstate golf cart batteries. I switched so my house wasn't dependent on them. I actually went with bigger, better quality 12-volt. So that's how these ones became available. And they're still good. I've tested them. They're still holding 12 volts even though I haven't charged them in a long time. You know, between the two buckled together parallel. And then whatever. I don't know, I'm driving, so I'm trying to think as I'm driving. But yeah. Oh no, I answered you. I just have to come up with the solar panels, so I got to buy them. So that's just a matter of when. I don't know. I mean, the exact date I couldn't tell you, but it'll be pretty soon. I mean, I would say within the next 2 months for sure, or less. Yep. That's if everything works out perfect. But like I said,